Hello everyone, this is Kim Shellhorn, and today we're going to talk a little bit about Common Core. We sometimes hear about it in the news, but what really is it anyway? Well, without further ado, let's get started. So the first question you may be asking is, so what is Common Core? Well, let me tell you. The official website of Common Core, corestandards.org, states, to ensure all students are ready for success after high school, the Common Core state standards establish clear, consistent guidelines for what every student should know and be able to do in math and English language arts from kindergarten through 12th grade. These standards were created by teachers and others who specialize in education, and the focus is placed on making sure students can meet basic educational standards so that they're prepared for any future education or careers. Also, since all students are judged by the same standards, teachers can more easily track their progress. So far, 42 states have made the choice to implement Common Core standards, and this number may continue to rise. You may be thinking, well, all of this is great, but what does the Common Core actually entail? Well, Common Core is mainly broken up into two areas, English language arts and mathematics. In English Language Arts Common Core standards, students will be asked to read literature which reflects their grade level, and tests will be more in-depth and challenge the students to take the information they've learned in other subject areas and apply it to their language arts studies. Students will also be asked questions based on things they've read, thus urging them to reflect on the information they've taken in. This promotes skills that will be useful later in life, such as problem solving and critical thinking. There are also grade-specific standards, and beginning in the 6th grade, teachers are encouraged to combine their knowledge of their specified content area and language arts to form a link between the two, thus allowing the students to apply information learned from various different subjects. Next comes the Common Core standards in mathematics. To better the mathematical abilities of students across the United States, Common Core standards combine the best math standards from various states and are also influenced by the math standards of different countries across the world. The way students learn the material is more focused and organized, and a greater emphasis is placed on understanding the meaning behind mathematical concepts and why things work the way they do. Also, many problems given under Common Core math are relevant to real-life situations in order to better prepare students for the future. Now at this point you may be thinking, Common Core sounds fine, so why is it involved in so much controversy? Well, now let's talk about some of the pros and cons of Common Core. As you can see, the first pro of implementing Common Core standards is the uniformity. Children in all states will be held to the same standards, so if a child moves to a different state, he or she should have an easier time adjusting to the new school's academics. Also, test scores among the states that have adopted Common Core will be able to be compared more accurately since they are essentially teaching quite similar things. The second pro is that implementing Common Core will save money in the long run. Each state will be using the same standards, and therefore, they can all share the same tests. A third point in favor of Common Core is that by introducing a uniform set of standards, our test scores will increase dramatically. The test scores of the United States have been low compared to other countries over the last few years, but with Common Core, there's a chance for it to become, once again, one of the international leaders in test scores. Next, however, we move on to some of the cons of Common Core. First of all, the adjustment to Common Core can be difficult for both teachers and students. The curriculum must be changed, therefore creating more work for teachers and a slightly different way of learning for students. Secondly, tools such as textbooks and various types of technology are used in Common Core. Besides having to spend a large amount of time becoming acquainted with the new materials, they can also be quite costly. Lastly, since Common Core implements advanced critical thinking skills, the pressure to succeed academically may start at an earlier age. This pressure can lead to negative consequences such as anxiety and low self-confidence in some children. Well, no matter what your stance on Common Core is, I hope this video gave you new insight into the meaning of Common Core and some of its drawbacks and benefits. Thanks for watching!